it was a scythe, but it was a double crescent scythe. Like it was
One
weird.
was up, one was
One was
down,
down, and it
one
was
was
open on
huge, one
both
was,
ends.
bruh, it was broken. And he was slicing niggas down with that Jane in the beginning. He was a problem
Well,
in
he was
that in
mad.
his art.
He was mad petty anyway, because didn't he Nalil, didn't he play her on some dumb shit and he cracked her hollow skull. That's why
Mm-hmm.
she's a baby and can
Yep.
only transform into her powerful self every now and then.
Right, right. And see
Yeah,
that
so
he was responsible for crippling another character permanently. It
only
was
because he would never be stronger than her. He was like, I need her out the way so I can
and
have
so
her
he
spot.
look, he took the opportunity and he was the number 6 Sarunkar in the list, right? Had the
Yep.
tattoo on his tongue. That's how
Yeah.
gangster he was.
And the hole in his eye.
Yep.
His whole head. He had a hole through his head.
He was just designed dope, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
He
he was a
he
problem. And then when he transformed and he had 6 arms,
yeah.
oh
Six
man.
arms that he can pull out at will and regenerate at will. Because like at first when he transformed, he still only had 4 arms out.
Right.
And
Yep.
then
Yep.
Kenpachi got up on him and he took that to the
Yeah,
chest.
yeah. And
Why
that's why
don't
I was
they
like, hmm.
you ever wonder like when because it happens in a lot of animes where dudes just throw their hand in a nigga chest and be
Yeah.
like, why don't you just grab something? Like, I don't
And
know.
rip
Like you
something
just
out,
yeah,
right?
just rip something out. Like it's over for that nigga if your hand near his heart and
Then
you
they
just
always
grab it.
leave it there. They always punch through and then leave it. And I'm like, pull it out. Like
Have a conversation, you know what I'm saying?
the damage is not going to be done until you take your arm out of the injury.
Yeah, you gotta let the air hit it. That's where the real damage happens. Like when the
Yeah.
air hits it, it's
So
nice
I'm gonna
stuff.
tell you, my list is basically full of the people I like to look at, right?
Mm-hmm.
The people that gave me the wow factor when I was watching it. I was like, wow, like that's crazy. And how they impacted the series, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So like Noisha didn't have the biggest impact per se, but in that arc, he was a
Yes,
motherfucking problem
he
for
was.
everybody. He was turning on his own people. He was fucking Ichigo them up. He didn't give a damn. And I was like, oh, that dude is something else. And that's why he made the 9th seat on my list,
Yeah, I think that's a good reason to put him there. Like I mean,
man.
he didn't make my list, but yes, I can see. I can
You know what
see
I'm saying?
how he would make yours.
What we got for 8? Who we got in number 8 seat?
Byakuya Kuchiki.
Oh man, you got that man high up on the list. All right, why you put Miyaki there?
All right, well, there's a couple of reasons, right? He would be potentially he could have been higher on the list for me, right? But it's it's one of those things where he I give him the loss to Ichigo. That's cool. Everybody loses to Ichigo. That's just how life works for them.
Right.
But they made him stupid at the end of the whole arc, and I didn't appreciate how they did him. He had a big presence at the beginning of the show. You was like, the Kuchiki clan is the most prestigious clan. You know, he's this great captain and all of this
he
stuff.
was bougie, yeah.
And then after the whole Soul Society arc, he just started getting his ass kicked by everybody. And like, I was like, well, damn, like this nigga not really that D's, yo.
Yeah.
But I did like his pride. Like he was a man, like of his word. Like he respected Renji after he touched him with the sword. You know what I'm saying? Even though he dog walked Renji the whole fight. But
definitely did.
So I put him at 8 just because like he is a primary character in the show, and a lot of things for the first couple of arcs evolved around him.
Yeah, that's true.
So he gets there just for him being the center of most of the action for the first 2-3 seasons.
That's a fact. I respect that. I respect that on that list, that seat. All right. My number 8. Ucleota Cypher.
Nice.
Right? The most emo of the Arrancar.
He is.
He was depressed That man was depressed, bruh. And he was so depressed that he didn't even give a fuck about fighting y'all no more. He didn't
Mm-mm.
care, right? But when his life was on the line, he chose to rise to the occasion, man. He was the first Aruncar to show off his little what did they call
Second,
that trend?
his he because everyone had one, but
Yeah,
he had two transformations. There,
right.
I guess they called him release,
Like it wasn't a
like
bunkai for them, it was something else.
Esterosa.
But
It was it
he
was something.
basically went into a demon form
Yep.
and
It
shit went left for everybody that was involved
yeah
when he
yeah
went
he
into his demon form.
yep yep I agree. Yeah, he was a very emo character, but he was D's though. Like
He was
yo,
a beast, bruh.
like the whole fact that he had to fly to a part of Hector Mundo that Aizen couldn't see so that he
Right.
could use his full power means that he wanted to fly under the radar.
Yep.
And so he didn't want to move up in the ranks. He
No,
just
he
wanted
was
to
good
stay
being
where he
four. He
was.
was number four and he was happy being there, but he was smart and thought about it in the long run. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So he didn't want to be a slave to Aizen.
Hmm.
He was the fucking um Shikamaru of the Arrancar, bro. Like he was done.
Yeah.
Like he was a
Yeah.
planner, he was dumb smart, he was super strong, but the nigga just
Hmm.
he ain't feel like it. I ain't
Yeah.
feel like it. But you know what? I'm just gonna do it because I have to, man. He had green energy, which was different.
Unique. Unique as hell.
Nobody had green beams and green auras and stuff. He had
Well,
that.
he had a green zero, and like everybody's zeros were red.
Yep. Yep. And so he stood out to me. He was drawn dope even before he transformed with the way his little skull was, little trench
Hmm.
coat and shit. He was drawn dope. I loved his fighting style. And then when, like I said, when he went into that demon form,
Yep.
damn. Oh, y'all was in trouble. Y'all was in trouble. So again, style, wow factor, impact, Oakley order, Cypher. Number 8 on the list for me. Right?
Yes, I second that notion. That's a good character to have there. Yeah.
Yeah.
My, my number 7.
Oh, hold on. We got some audio issues. What happened right there?
You hear me?
Yeah, you sound loud and far away at the same time.
Wow. I don't
Oh,
know.
there you go.
Hold on.
There you go. You back. You back. Yeah, that's what it was. I guess the mic had moved away. We good.
Oh, okay. Shit, might be my breath. The mic
Nah.
was like,
Lean away.
yo, number 7, Yurichi Shun. I can't say it. Shin Huan.
Hold
That's
on.
her.
Who was that? Oh, the girl.
The cat chick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she was a beast.
Yeah, she was the first captain of the assassination squad that
Right.
Sofan ran.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
yo, and Sofan was all on her clit, like
The whole time.
completely. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure that she's in love with her, which is
Yeah.
cool. Also, she has one of the dopest names ever, the God of Flash. Like what? Like you're the God of Flash stepping? Like get out of here, dog. Like
She was
come on.
swift, and her fights were fucking fire because of that shit too.
Yeah, yeah. I give her just off of swag alone. First off, she was a cat for the whole first season, and then she turned into a whole chick,
Right,
like a
a
whole
whole female.
grown
You're
woman.
right, and she was
And
sexy.
yeah, and she did it in front of a teenager. Just turned into a grown naked woman in front of him and was like, "Hey, what? Like, what are you?"
Straight nosebleed status. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Okay,
I give her number 7 on mine.
that's a good choice. I can see that right there.
I think they should have. I think that she should have got her own arc or something, or at least got a portion of arc, so you can explain more of the reason why she became a cat and ran away, and how she kind of trained Sofan and things of that nature. But I mean, other than that, I think that she was a really well thought out character.
Yeah, she was a dope character. I'll give you that. Number 7. That's a good seat for Shorty. All right, for my 7th seat, we have Grimjow Jagger Jack.
Jack, Jack.
Right? Grimjow came out. He had a chip on his shoulder off the rip.
Oh man.
He didn't like his comrades, right?
Yep.
He didn't like his enemies. And
Yep.
basically anybody who stood in his way
Can get it.
1000%, right? So Grimjaw was actually, wasn't he? No, he was number 6.
Yeah, he was number 6.
I said Noitra was 6 earlier, but I
N-
think he was like he was higher up. He was
Hold
like
up, hold up,
7 or 8 or something like that.
hold on. Well, didn't he get a promotion? Like he got a promotion at some point, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That numbers had switched because somebody died, and when you
Yeah.
die by the hand of that person, you took their spot.
Yep. I
So did
can't remember.
Grimjow take Noitra's number?
Hmm.
My memory is not serving me properly, but I remember Grimjow having a 6 on his shoulder after a while.
Grimjaw, yeah. Uh he was 6. Yep, he was 6.
So yeah, so like I said, he came through with attitude. Every anime always has an attitude character. Vegeta in Dragon Ball, right?
Yep.
Zoro in One Piece.
Yep.
There's always Sasuke
EA.
in Naruto.
Yep.
Hiei in fucking Yu Yu Hakusho. There's always that guy that just got that fucking shitty attitude, but they could kind of back it up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they're always like on a level right below the main person in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like they start off beefing, and then somehow these niggas end up aligning with each other.
Right, of course. And that nothing was different right there. Grimjaw started off as one of Ichigo's most formidable foes.
Yep.
They went hard. They animated they fight with the movie animation. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like they stepped it up a notch for
They
their
did.
fight, and that shit was ill. My man Grimjaw transformed into his panther form. Blue, he was slicing with the blue beams coming off the claws. Like it was just so dope. He got double crossed.
Yep.
Didn't die.
Nah.
Refused to die.
That pride, kept him alive.
Kept him alive, came back, got the revenge, and was like, man, fuck y'all, man. Do y'all thing, B. I'm out of here. And for that, again, for just how dope he looked when in his panther form, the blue hair, the trench coat, the wow factor, and the impact he had on Ichigo as a fighter.
Yep.
Man, that man is sitting in my 7th seat, man. Grimjow, Jack.
Okay. I can't be mad at that either. That's a good choice. Let's see. Number 6. Captain Commander Yamamoto.
Oh man, most definitely, he's a beast, bruh.
Yeah, the only reason why he's not higher up on my list is I feel like they underutilize the brokenness which is Yamamoto, dog. Like the way they described his skill set, he should have never ever been challenged by anyone ever.
Ever in life. Like everybody should have just knew better.
Yeah, like you burn hotter than the sun. You use your full power, and all of the moisture in the whole Soul Society starts
To
evaporating.
evaporate, dog.
Are you
You can
serious?
never fuck with any character that's an old man with the long white beard and mustache.
Nah,
Like,
nah.
no, don't ever fuck with them. Like, they always gonna be a problem. Master Roshi, problem.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Old boy
saying?
from what's the guy name from Hunter? Uh, have you watched that?
Yeah, I watched. I can't think. I know you told that
Yeah,
master.
yeah, he was a beast.
A
Like,
problem. Motherfucking shit. Even if you go to something new like Record of Ragnarok, Zeus is that now.
Yep.
A problem. Like, nah, don't fuck with little old men with long beards, bruh.
Nah, man, like 6 inches or more, and you should leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's a life lesson.
Big facts, man.
Yeah, I think that he got his name for a reason. He's the captain commander for a reason.
Right. Of the entire Gote 13.
Everybody. Everybody.
The
Like
number one spot over all them niggas.
he said it best. You know why I'm the number one? Because there's no one stronger than me. Like that's what it is. That's it.
So shit, yo, that's D's, yo. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So I put him at number 6 just because he was too OP to go out the way he did, and
Right.
I feel like that was one of those situations where they made a character too broken